Hey, what's up, guys? It's Powerbang here. Just another video to take a look at my war attacks. So we'll check out our current war going with Renegados clan. I am already done with my attacks, and the cool thing is both of these were covered in my scouting episode 4 video, so you can kind of see how the scout went and how it turned out. So my first attack, this was the first attack on this base. Sending some loons here from the side, a couple from the bottom. The goal was to get those towers taken out. I failed on the right side. I did not place the loons where I wanted to place them. It was supposed to be a 1-for-1 trade, but I ended up coming in too high. It's perks of playing on a mobile phone rather than a tablet. So if you have a tablet, I recommend playing with it. So go ahead and get the lure with the loons, send one hog in to get out the balloon in the clan castle. Anchor on the left, and then go ahead and pull the clan castle troops over to the left side of the base. Get the distraction troops down. Witches come in, a couple wizards behind. Archer queen, clean up the troops, no problem. Now, I decided to bring a golem rather than a giant like I talked about in the scouting video. And the reason why is because I wanted some extra tanking for the expo on the left side of this base. So wall breakers come in, avoid the splash damage, take out the compartment. Wizard comes in on the gold mine, help to create the funnel. Barb King locks on. He goes in, takes out the queen. So go ahead and rage him up. We'll check the bottom of the base. This is where our hog riders come in. So we're coming in on both sides of this air defense to try to get them to path to both of the archer towers that are after that. I see Teslas pop where I thought there might have been double giant bombs, so I know there's singles there. So I go ahead and drop heals because I know that my hogs will path over there to hit those bombs. So that's all looking good. Path out through the core, and I dropped 2 more heals, and unfortunately I just missed the placement on these. I was trying to put them a little bit further up to cover the bomb locations better, and as you can see, my hogs on the left got hit and did not get the benefit of the heal as they ran out, and that was the difference in this raid. So you can see the wizard tower and the cannon here taking out that left pack where I lost 5 or 6 hogs, and then you'll notice that the failed balloon in the beginning of the raid right down here on this archer tower caused my hogs to path all the way across the base. So 1 hog left. He's going to go ahead, take out the archer tower. It goes down, and then it's just cleanup mode. But as you can see, I don't have a lot of cleanup troops left, and only about 45 seconds left in the raid. So go ahead and speed it up. Troops going to go ahead and focus on the king. King goes down, start working their way around the base, and we end up with a 96% 2-star. So to recap that, everything went basically to plan, and it was just poor execution on my part with missing the spots on both the loon drop on the right side of the base, not getting that archer tower down because that caused my hog riders at the end of the raid to have to path all the way back across the base with skeletons on them. That's never good. You want to make sure as you sweep through the base that you don't have to backtrack at any point. The next thing was the heal placement on the 3rd and 4th heals. It was too low. It needed to be higher, so my troops were able to get the benefit of the heal. So unfortunately ended up with the high percentage 2-star and did not get the 3. Hopefully somebody can come up behind me and basically copy my raid and make some corrections. So the next one was also one that we covered, number 8 here. This was not the way I scouted it. For whatever reason, I wanted to, the more I stared at this base and the more that I looked at the air defenses, the towers were super exposed. Both the left and right sides of this base, you've got air defense here. Both of those are obviously easily targetable from the outside of the base by hogs or loons or whatever you want to hit them with. And then you've got 2 down here that are clumped together. So, I mean, as you make an entry to the base, you can take those out. So I was like, I'm just going to take all of those out before I really, start my raid. But I've got a lot of stuff going on in this raid here. A lot of moving parts. So the first thing I'm going to do is send in a hog rider to try to pull aggro from those archer towers. Unfortunately, he swings too far to the right. He's only going to get 1 of them. But the balloons come in. Their job is to get the lure done and also take out those top 2 archer towers. And I only get 1 of them done, but that's not crucial at this point. So once that's done, I go ahead and drop anchor down here on the bottom of the base, get the CC troops to come to me, And as they get close, I'm going to go ahead and drop my barbs. And then I only have one witch here to basically help with the CC kill. I did not plan on using her for cleanup. I was just trying to get this clan castle taken care of because my only goal here was to get my troops up to kill the queen and also take out the 2 air defenses. So I drop a couple golems here to go in and tank the queen and also the defenses here while my barb king and my queen move up. So I use wizards to create the funnel. Unfortunately, my barb king does not lock onto the queen here as she's shooting the golem. So she's taking her sweet time. He still is not locked on, so he's gone through multiple storages. My golem goes down. Finally, the queen comes out and shoots him, and he's like, all right, I'll kill you now. So he takes her out, gets the air defense behind her, gets the second air defense down, and as soon as that happens, we'll look up at the top. We've got lava hounds coming in, and they are parked on the air defenses, and then I've got a few loons from the top to clean up the upper defenses. And then loons coming in from the side, and I drop a couple rages here to get those balloons quickly into the base and into the core. And I just, this was not a great raid. I fat-fingered a whole bunch of stuff. The spell placement was not where I wanted it. Some loons, that I didn't make my entries where I wanted to, but, I still got this big group in the core, only 3 main defenses left, and I've saved a heal spell for them. So they're all going to be going back up to full health, taking out the last couple defenses here that can then hurt my air troops. And I've got pups spread all around the base. Now I plan to use those pups for cleanup because if you remember, the air defenses were located on the very edge of the base. So that meant that about 2/3 of my pups were going to explode and cast themselves into areas that were either already cleared or safe on the outside of the base. So I knew I was going to have a decent amount of pups survive for cleanup, but also at the same time I only used 2 lava hounds. So it's going to be a little bit sketchy, and I needed to have the bulk of my balloons survive to help with cleanup. So go ahead and fast forward through the rest of this. Everything's going well. I had about 6 seconds left to spare, I think, on this raid. But in the end, job got done, 3 stars, and 196% for the war. It was pretty frustrating, scouting out a base, that first one, and not coming through with a 3-star. Admittedly, he surprised me a little bit with his Tesla locations because I thought for sure he'd have a double giant bomb in there somewhere. He did not. So that kind of forced the use of my heals in all 4 single locations, which, it ended up working out for him. But if I had another shot at the base, it would be a guaranteed 3-star. Just clean up a couple things as far as heal placements and then making sure I got that archer tower down with balloons in the beginning. So that's going to be it for this episode of My War Attacks. I believe this is episode 2. So check us out next time, and you'll see some more from me. Anyway, this is Powerbang. I am signing.